Hey, yeah, we do have some more wet weather on tap today and tomorrow to finish up the work week. More of an active pattern to close out the work week, but heading into the weekend, we'll finally see some changes. It's not going to be as rainy this weekend, and especially through early next week, we'll cut down on those rain chances, but then the heat cranks back up. We'll see everyday 90s returning back into our lives, especially this weekend and through much of next week. Right now, we have been dry basically all morning. We've had a lot of sunshine. All of the rain and storms are happening off to our west across East Texas and into western Louisiana, courtesy of this disturbance, bringing them a lot of rain action early today. We could see some of that working in our direction later on. So even though it's been dry so far, we do expect to see more storms getting into the latter half of the afternoon, into the evening hours, and then again tomorrow will bring back the chance for more scattered storms. So still need the rain gear the next couple of days. Right now we are seeing a few little showers popping up across South Mississippi, but overall not much happening just yet, but that will change in the coming hours. Since we've had a lot of sunshine and dry weather this morning, our temperatures have lifted up into the low 90s for many locations, if not the upper 80s, and it feels like the triple digits. So it's hot, it's humid, pretty typical there. And then again, we're keeping those elevated rain chances in the mix today and tomorrow. So the rest of the afternoon, we'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds, temperatures in the low 90s. Again, expecting about a 60% chance for storms today during that afternoon, early evening time frame. But it looks like models even want to keep storms in the picture later tonight. So let's walk you through with Precision Cast. This is around 2-3 o'clock. Storms start to pop up this afternoon, and we can see those heavier showers in the storms that do come our way. So you can't rule out maybe some localized, very isolated street flooding today with these heavier showers possible. Then we get into the evening around dinner time and the commute, still looking at storms across the region, getting into late tonight. And again, the storms may continue into the late night, maybe through the overnight hours. Some of us may still see some showers and rumbles of thunder. This is around 3 o'clock in the morning, and then getting into early tomorrow morning, a few of us waking up to some scattered showers and rumbles of thunder. Then we get into tomorrow afternoon. We do this again. Numerous storms expected on our Friday during the afternoon and early evening hours. Tomorrow we can see some heavy downpours once again that could prompt some isolated street flooding concerns tomorrow again. And then finally this weekend, we'll see that pattern change up a little bit. Tomorrow, high temperatures expected back in the upper 80s, low 90s. Just depends on if we get rain over where you're at. That means it won't be as hot. Well, maybe you'll stay in the upper 80s. So that's really been the silver lining. It hasn't been so oppressively hot, though it has been very muggy, and that will continue. Tomorrow, again, with those storms in the picture, we can see some heavier showers. Today, our highest flooding risk is going to be off to the west, closer to Baton Rouge. But today, tomorrow, and Saturday, our entire area is in that marginal risk for excessive rainfall. So the level 1 out of 4 risk, because a couple of those storms can produce those heavier showers, and we may get some localized street flooding the next couple of days. But again, this weekend, finally going to see that pattern change, and we'll talk about why in just a moment. So right now, that disturbance off to our west, keeping us in that sort of active wet pattern. At least we're not getting the bulk of the rain. That's going to be positioned to our west across East Texas and western Louisiana. But since it is nearby today and through tomorrow, that keeps us in that kind of active, unsettled pattern the next couple of days. But as that upper low pulls off to the north and high pressure builds in over our area, that will cut down on our rain chances, especially by Sunday. And then through next week, high pressure kind of sitting overhead, that will really lower those rain chances back to more typical summertime expectations. So our rain chances stay about 60% today, tomorrow, even into Saturday, maybe 50-60%. And then Sunday through next Wednesday, back down to more summertime average, 30-40% of pop-up storms. So it will not be completely dry, but it's certainly not going to be as soggy as we've been getting into later this weekend through next week. Also, another thing to mention, over the next week, not expecting any tropical developments. There's still a lot of Saharan dust out in the Atlantic Basin. We'll be watching as the peak of the season is just ahead, getting into August and September. We know that's when things really ramp up. Also, with that dust around, you may notice some haze in the sky across our area the next couple of days. So if you notice it's a little hazy, it's because we do have some dust across the Gulf of Mexico as well. Here's our 7-day forecast. We'll be heating up, temperatures in the 90s next week and lowering those rain chances next week as well.
Alexa, thank you. Coming up.